Now, a budget response by the Scottish National Party.
The Forth Railway Bridge is one of our country's most distinctive landmarks, a tribute to the engineering skills for which Scotland is famous. It was a world first, and 121 years later, it's still a wonder. Soon, yet another crossing will span these waters, and it'll be more than just an iconic structure linking north and south, vital though that is. It will be Scotland's bridge of recovery. The new Forth replacement crossing, signed off by the SNP government earlier this week, is Scotland's largest ever construction project. That means jobs, 3,000 of them, a £1.5 billion investment in our future. Now, we know that it's Scotland which is funding George Osborne's budget. Record revenues from Scotland's oil are bailing out the UK yet again. But as well as taking from Scotland, Mr Osborne could learn a thing or two about Scotland, about budgeting for growth. Our SNP government in Scotland put a recovery plan in place as soon as the recession hit back in 2008. We knew there were tough times ahead. We wanted to protect families as much as we could from Westminster cuts. First from Labour, now from the Tories. And the result is, although things are still difficult for many, many people, we can see hope for the future. We've pumped £14 billion into job-creating capital projects, £5 billion more than the previous Labour government. So there is an alternative to the macho Tory plan to cut too far and too fast. That alternative is up and running here in Scotland. And it's working. Between November and January this year, unemployment decreased by 16,000 in Scotland, even as it rose by 27,000 across the UK. The Forth replacement crossing is only the most recent example of building projects undertaken by the SNP government. There's also the new Southern General Hospital in Glasgow, the M74 extension, the M80 to Stirling, and a record £1.7 billion investment in affordable housing. We've started to build thousands of council houses. The last Labour government in Scotland built 6. That's right, 6 council houses in total. Over the last year, construction jobs in Scotland have increased by 14%. History shows us that the best way to get out of a recession is to invest. After World War II, one of my predecessors had a great vision. Tom Johnson, Secretary of State for Scotland, passionate Home Ruler, brought power to the Glens by investing in hydro schemes. They transformed the Highlands. They established Scotland as a leader in green energy before anyone even coined the term. And of course, these hydro schemes provided thousands of jobs. Now this SNP government is repeating that vision by making Scotland a world leader in the next generation of renewable energy. Not only is it clean and safe, it will re-industrialise Scotland. Earlier this week, I was in Renfrew for the announcement of 2 major renewable engineering projects, research and manufacturing that will create 1,800 well-paid, highly skilled jobs. So just as Scottish engineers powered the industrial revolution of the 19th century and built the bridge behind me, it'll be Scottish engineers who can lead the way in the new renewable revolution for this 21st century. Across Scotland, we have the opportunity to deliver 130,000 jobs in the low-carbon economy by 2020. I'm standing again as First Minister because I'm determined that our nation will seize this opportunity. And it's because of investments like these that Scotland has seen 8 months of rising employment. But to do more, we need your help. We know what needs to be done, so give us the tools to do the job. Give us control of our own resources. The Tories this week took £2 billion in extra revenues from Scotland's oil and gave us back a penny off a litre. That's not good enough. If the revenues from the North Sea were coming straight to the Scottish Parliament, we could have delivered a 50p cut in fuel duty here in Scotland with money to spare for investing in our country's future. A Tory government in London will never do what's best for Scotland. It is only a Scottish government, an SNP government working for Scotland, will put the people of this nation first. So help us get hold of the powers to construct that new Scotland, to protect the progress we've made, and to build our own bridge to better times.
That was a budget response by the Scottish National Party.